Hello, I'm back. That didn't take long, did it? Just to update the settings on the YouTube stream side of things, and then we can start prepping again. So we just want to change it to so that it's registered as the under the FC24 category. We'll add a thumbnail to it, like so, and pop ads on YouTube. Apologies for those who watch on YouTube, but everyone gets ads. I have bills to pay. Right, so let's get the game loaded up, and then let's figure out where the hell we go from here. Turn the control on. I will also load up the comment section from episode 1 of season 2, of which there are 36 comments so far. Decent idea, but a hell of a lot of extra work that I'm not sure, considering the amount of work we're already putting in, I can be bothered to do. Maybe for a latter iteration of the save. My god, this series is amazing. Super like. Tyrese Campbell, isn't he the... Is that the same Tyrese Campbell that used to be at Stoke? Bing, bing. I could get Trident top for Korea series, couldn't I? I've not looked into it, to be honest. It is the same Tyrese Campbell, is it, Millie? Well, it's slightly different for me, Relentless, because it is my work. So I just have a normal work schedule and then upload as regularly as possible. Obviously, when you've got a job and then YouTube is just the hobby, it is particularly time consuming. You get out of it what you put into it at that level. If you commit time to it, then it's all you can really do. It is an investment of your time. Oh, it's a different Campbell, says Matt. Tyrese and Tyree. I mean, he might have just spelt it wrong in the comment, Matt. That's all. His starting rate is about 60. No, that's got to be a different Tyrese. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, it is unfortunately a big time sink. Let's have a look. Oh, there are two. There is two. Yeah, different Tyrese Campbell. Technically, there is not much there, though, unfortunately. And this Tyrese Campbell is still at Stoke. Fair enough. I don't know. Luis Apperet is still at Northampton. He's solid. Damn. I mean, with decent... those passing stats and dribbling stats and crossing stats, he'd be a cracking winger more so than a striker. Hi. Hello. How are you? Kieran Bowie at Fulham. Still at a club. Could be loaned in, perhaps. Looks very good. We do have 2 strikers, though. Oh, I'll tell you who I was going to look at because we signed him in real life. Kelland Watts is at Newcastle. He's valued at 1.1 million. We don't need him at present, but should we need a new centre-back, it will be Kelland Watts that we go for. How much money am I going to give me the spreadsheet here? Oh, we've got subs to gift out as well, haven't we? We've got 1.4 million left in the transfer budget. Get the career one out. And then just do the gifted subs. So those on the 13th. Oh, Di Maio. We might be able to do a cash study now. Seeing as Kelland Watts is just signed for the club IRL, I think Kelland Watts will be... No, I can't do a cash study. Kelland Watts will be the one that we go for. Davids we did. Gins we did. Did we actually... Oops. Did we do Gin? Mike, Wimps, Jaden, we all did. Jake? I think I tried to do Jake and it wouldn't let me, so it might let me do it now. Don't forget me, Chez! I won't, Ben. Don't worry, pal. Julio's we did, didn't we? Julio we did, Joe we did, Josh we did, Liam we did, Liam we did, Ollie we did, Emmett, did I get some? I think Emmett's we did. My brain is telling me it was further down the list that we struggled to gift them out. Might have been Brannon that it wouldn't let me do. Sebastian. Right, Brannon's done. Oh no, it was Chris, wasn't it? It was Phenomenal CT because I tried. Yeah. Jensen Weir we did have on loan at Cambridge a couple of years ago. Through the Patreon, Relentless. I have a VIP tier on Patreon. Right, this is up to date, isn't it? Let's have a look through the rest of the comments. Ethan Nwaneri would probably be the best signing. He fits the league you're in. Time he gets Premier B, basically take him as an academy player. I'm still not sure. Still not sure about it. Sam McCallum was too highly rated. Just let the regions go wherever it's actually kind of realistic. The only footballers I know personally move to lower leagues clubs like weird leagues like Switzerland, India, Luxembourg. I like the idea of us being a senior affiliate for someone. Charlie McNeil was released, I think, in this day, wasn't he? Habib Ogene. We can have a look. Davis Keeler done. It's not my newest first now. That's it. I really like that idea actually. Do we? Who would be our senior? Who would be our affiliate club though? That's the question. Who do you think would be Cambridge's affiliate club? No, as in we were the senior affiliate, Ben. But we're gonna have like 5 or 6 different youngsters we want to loan out, so I can't loan them all to the same club because that is just taking the piss. I think we'll just accept bids from anyone in that regard. Because the game just isn't going to give me realistic options, is it? Is it Keeler done? I'm done with it. Yeah. Who's Keeler done at Mansfield? Does look good. We are potentially looking for a new cam, aren't we? I think we might. Be tempted to see how George Thomas does in that position. And if George Thomas is having a good season, then we stick with GT. But especially because we have Liam Lee potentially to come into the fold. If we can get Liam Lee out on loan and get him some football, then a lot of players have peaked now, haven't they? We were going to change Grimmer's contract as well, weren't we? Rotation. Yeah, rotation, good. I think we're still looking to do business in this window. I'm just not sure what business to do. Relentless, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel with a Prime Gaming sub, mate. It's very good of you. Welcome to the gang, my man. J. 28. 62 rated at Colchester. No, he's not good enough. Sorry. Don't know how good Jensen Weir is. 68 at Port Vale. Port Vale? Jensen Weir is very good. Emmanuel Sabi return. 72 at Le Havre. Maybe one day. So let me just go through the shortlist and get out the players that we know we definitely don't want. I'm still not sure what to do at goalkeeper. I think I might get Jordan Archer as a backup. Claire I'd still really like as a squad player, but I just don't want to give him an important role. I think we'll take the other centre-backs out now, because if we want a centre-back, we are going to sign Kelland Watts. So the other centre-backs can leave that list now. I'll get rid of Adam Reach as well. Dominic Ball's still an intriguing one for CDM, but there are a number of different striking options as well. We'll take Gassan off now. And we'll remove Evans as well. What happens in the remainder of this window will decide what we do in the remainder of this window. We'll take Nicky Cadden out of there. Chislett does look very good though. Chislett and Keeler Dunn are very similar, aren't they? Chislett's better in the pass, whereas Keeler Dunn is quicker and better in the dribble. Godosh, I think we'll remove now. I won't go for Godosh. Jensen Weir's good though as well, isn't he? Probably easy to do this. We won't go for Josh Martin now either. I think for the time being, business might be done unless someone else comes in for one of our players. It's such a busy month though, isn't it? Like there's 7 games there. Right, I'm just going to go for a quick toilet break and then we will think about starting recording. I will be back in uno momento. BRB. Hi, Jamie. I knew you'd call me. I knew you'd call me out. Knew it! Knew it! I knew he'd come back with a crisp sandwich. I knew it. Yeah, we can check Charlie McNeil. Check a couple of players whilst wait lunch. Still at Man United. Jamie doesn't need a crystal ball to know that I'm going to come back with a crisp sandwich in the middle of the afternoon. Christ, 76. Leif Davis is huge. Showed her at West Ham? Question mark. If you do exclamation mark spreadsheet in the chat, Jack, you'll get a link. Oh, no, not yet, Ange. I just had a sandwich. I'm still down here, not up there. I mean, let's have a look at the spreadsheet. Are there any weaknesses in that squad in terms of depth of position? I don't believe so. Yes, Owen. Yeah, I do need to add names to the LED. Oh, you started your new job, have you said? Nice one, mate. That's a well-rounded squad, isn't it, really? Ultimately. I think that's a squad where we can be happy with the depth in every position. And we're effectively just reacting to whatever happens in the remainder of the window with bids for our players. We've still got a number of players that are on just 1 year left on their contract. So depending on what happens with us at the end of the season, depends on what happens in January. How the start of the season goes depends on whether those guys are going to... I haven't gone through squad numbers yet, Owen. No, that's a good point. So we'll give George Nurse number 3. Morrow can keep number 5. Give Jules 4. Digger. Rafferty 2. Then real life players can keep their real life numbers. Marcus Brown 11. Bez can have 8. George Thomas. I'll be happy for Bez to have 8. And GT can have 10. Grieve can be the number 9. Or do we give... no, I won't give Cleary number 9. I'll give Cleary 18. Because he's going to be a number 9. Yeah, knackering, I can well imagine, Leone. Shoulders killing. Approach number 7. Right, Stevens, Rafferty, Nurse, Digby, Morrison, Diabate, Brophy, Berry, Grieve, Thomas, Brown. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So I think I'm relatively happy with the squad depth at the minute. You'd swap Bourne and Grimmer as well. Squad up. What, goalkeeper number 13? Fullback's 12 and 13 is goalkeeper. That's fair. Quite happy to adhere to that. I don't know whether we end the... I think whether we end the window or not today depends, or in this episode, depends if we get any bids in. Because I want to play Oxford. Basically, I want to play Oxford, I want to play Charlton, I want to play Reading. But Salford had just come out. Maybe we play Salford away later in the season. Who else is in the rest of the month when we have Salford away? December's not going to be that busy. It's Huddersfield, Wickham twice. So we'd sim one of the Wickhams at least. And then Stockport. We'd want us to play Stockport at some point. We've got Stockport there as well. Okay. Okay. Alright. So we'll play Oxford, we'll play Charlton, we'll play Reading, and we'll sim the others. And then, transfer-wise, we will quite simply react to whatever happens in the remainder of the window. So let's put the camera stop on. Can confirm, definitely not, Kieran. I'm not licking my nipples. Making sure that the thingy is... actually, it's quite loose. I'll make that tighter. Is this the first season in the Championship? Oh, wait. Oh, you can't. Oh, fuck. I broke it. God damn you, Danny. Yeah, if they renamed all the divisions, then it's the first name of the Championship. First season in the Championship. Oh, it's reconnecting. Come on. Come on. I know. I took it off. It's right here. It's right here. Here we go. 37. Can confirm my heart rate is not 37. There we go. 55? It's not 55 either. There we go. And we skyrocket. Are you alive? With regards to the Euros... España! Spain beat Belgium in the final of the Euros. Ukraine get to the semis as well as Germany. England grouped. After losing 4-0 to Portugal, beating France, drawing with Italy. Millie! Sorry, Dennis. Red card for you. No sitting in the dugout next match. You have to chill in the stands instead. Red card. Yeah, that's a group of death, if ever you saw one. Right, come on in. Why are we up as 3? No, not even the waistcoat would have helped. You're right. Yeah, I saw. Was it you that mentioned Harrison Ashby in the YouTube comments? Dash. $65 at Newcastle. Yeah, I know, Ryan. Don't worry, mate. Don't you worry, pal. They're all over that. So the youth team at the minute. Connor's online. No, Ben. Youth team, we have a goalkeeper, a centre-back, a winger and a striker. So we're still looking for another centre-back and then full-backs. Basically. Let's just see if there have been any other... what other comments there have been. Ali Al-Hamadi could be a striker to look at. Moved in January to Wimbledon to switch to real life. This is obviously so much closer to relegation. Blah, 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 blah. Shooting. 1 bit. Checking VAR. Red card rescinded. Fair challenge. Danny's back in the dugout. Sorry, Millie. Millie, your server's been returned, sir. Actually, now I want those comments back because I need to put 3 names up there, don't I? I want this. Let's take the disco out. In fact, I'm going to put everyone that has recently joined the Patreon at the VIP on the board behind me. The all multicoloured behind me it is, all multicoloured. Right. You'll be sending a formal complaint, will you? Oh, no. Oh, no. What, the £50 one, Nolan? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 new signings so far. Right. And record. Welcome back to the second episode of the second season here in the realistic road to glory with Cambridge United. We made 7 signings yesterday, paid and free transfers, and a number of which are going to start in this very first game of the season. Oxford United away was Cambridge's first game of the season last year or the year before. I think it might have been last year, and the year before that was MK Dons. So it's a fixture that Cambridge can win. It's a fixture that Cambridge should win, given our performances last season and the signings that we've made. Debuts for, second debut, I guess, for Berry and Brown and Rafferty and Nurse. Grieve has obviously only played a couple of games in the playoffs last season. This will be, I think, his league debut. He might have played one for us in the league last year towards the end of the season. We may well see a debut for Diabate and for Grimmer and for Cleary as well in today's episode. And we'll also potentially see debuts for some of the youngsters as well. Thank you for your feedback with regards to the youngsters too. Of course, we were getting loan bids from anyone but anyone realistic in the transfer window thus far. You guys are happy for me to just loan those youth prospects out to anyone just to get them game time. I agree. It makes sense. The game is just being the game. So we'll just send those youth players out on loan. That's not a problem. And Cambridge in real life have signed someone else. So we will, should we need a player in that position, sign Kelland Watts. We, at the moment, have enough centre-backs for our team. But should we need another, then Kelland Watts will be the go-to for that position to replicate real life. Of course, if we progress beyond the power curve for players that Cambridge sign in real life, then we won't look to bring them in. But Kelland Watts certainly would come in and actually start at centre-back. I'd be tempted to sign him now if we hadn't already signed Jules and Diabate. But it's not a problem. Cambridge just announced the signing too late for episode 1, unfortunately. So we're going to crack on today. It's my aim to finish the transfer window today. It's a very, very busy month. 7 games. We're going to play Oxford. We're going to play Charlton. And we're going to play Reading. 6 games in the league. 1 in the Carabao Cup against Exeter. And to be fair, there may even be another in the Carabao Cup drawn after that, should we beat Exeter. We'll be simming a number of games this season as we look to get ourselves, hopefully, up to the Championship this year. Keeping an eye on our transfers, of course. An eye on our finances too, which look very good right now. The club balance is at 4.3 million, which is up from the starting balance of about 2, I think, if I have a look at the spend tracker up here at the top. The starting balance was, to be fair, was 4.3 million. And that's where we sit right now. Pretty sure it was 2 point something, but regardless, it must have been 2 point something. But the current balance there is 4.3. I'm going to start this whole fucking thing again. That threw me. The opening balance there shouldn't change. It shouldn't be the live balance. It should remain the previous balance, but whatever. Is what it is. 100 bits from Millie again. Danny's been charged by the English Football League of breaking Section 7, subsection 52.1 of the EFL regulations. All directors and other officers of the member clubs of the league are explicitly prohibited from being a massive willy, and any such breach of this subsection will result in immediate banning from the dugout. Danny, apparently you've been a massive willy and you've been banned from the dugout. I'm sorry, mate. It comes with official word from the EFL. Kappa. Right. Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 here in the Cambridge United Realistic Road to Glory. We made 7 signings in the transfer window yesterday. It is my expectation to finish the transfer window today. At present, I'm not looking to sign anyone else at this stage. Obviously, if we get bids for our players, that may well, probably will, change. And we might well see some more signings come over the line into the club in this save. In real life, Cambridge have made a signing. Kelland Watts, the centre-back, released from Newcastle, has joined Cambridge United IRL. If we hadn't made a centre-back signing at the beginning of this season and a centre-back signing midway through last season, then I would have brought Kelland Watts in now. If we need a centre-back at any point, we will sign Kelland Watts in this save, provided he still matches the power curve of where we are in our trajectory up the divisions. We obviously don't necessarily need to sign a 67 rated centre-back if by the time we need one, we're in the Premier League. But we'll take real-life Cambridge signings on a deal-by-deal basis, but we're going to see a number of debuts today. Like I say, the anticipation is to end the transfer window today, so we'll be doing all of the month of August, playing Oxford, playing Charlton, playing Reading, simulating the league games of Bristol Rovers, Salford and Leyton Orient, and obviously the Carabao Cup game against Exeter. Should we win that, there may well be another one in the month of August, but you guys have been fantastic with your support of this save so far. Please do continue to keep that up. Do drop the video a like. It really helps the content out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you won't miss out on any more as well. Thank you to everybody on the board behind me who joined the Patreon at the VIP tier to get themselves in this save. James, Nolan, Oliver, Gareth and Aaron are all now in. In fact, no, 4 of them are in the save. Gareth, you need to reply to me on Patreon, please, my friend. I need to see your player details and know your Twitch details, please. Thanks. Okay, right. I'm going to jump straight into the game against Oxford. Jack Grimm was disappointed with a slow start. Well, let's be honest, pal. We haven't started yet. Pre-season doesn't mean anything. Pre-match report here against Oxford United. We have ambitions of getting promoted this year. They have ambitions of, well, probably trying to do the same, in all honesty. But we haven't changed our tactics. We've just changed our playing staff, playing in this changed away kit. As of yet, no first team spot for Diabate, but once Zeno or Zach Jules starts to show a little bit of weakness, we might phase Diabate in. But we're very, very lucky that we have a 27, a 23 and a 22-year-old as our starting centre-backs at the moment, as well as having a 21-year-old Mamadou Joe who's just signed a new contract at the club in real life for 3 years as an alternative option as well. So with great depth in every position. And at the moment, not planning on building on it, but things change very quickly in the world of football, especially in the lower leagues. Hopefully our points tally will change here, because we don't want to be sat on 0 after this one, do we? How does the EFL know what's in my trousers? I'm going to do a Mourinho and wait for the ref in the car park. All right, off we go. Operation Gets to the Championship this time begins. Oh, Jordan Cousins, that is not great, pal. He's gone in for a challenge there and left himself flat on the floor. Goodwin. And out here to Long, up against George Nurse. Making his debut and making a good impact in the opening few stages. Ball doesn't quite find its recipient though, and we go again. Oh, more accurately, Oxford go again in possession, but Jordan Cousins has won it back. Marcus Brown and Luke Berry both making debuts today. Obviously Berry's been at the club before, came through the youth system at Cambridge before moving on to Luton when they were much lower than the Premier League, but did get some Premier League appearances IRL. That's not gone well. That's me, not George Nurse this time. Title-winning season starts here. We'll try. There are some very good sides in this division again this year, and with Reading and Wigan not having points deductions, they may well be challenging too. Brannigan on the run, but Jordan Cousins comes across and cuts him off. Marcus Brown will find Jordan Cousins again, and Grieve. And down the right-hand side is Marcus Brown. Come in it says left mid as his position, but he is right-footed, just like Saleh Kaikai. That was supposed to go back to George Nurse. That's annoying. So we will be utilising him on the right-hand side and Brophy on the left. Having Saleh as an option on the bench is going to be pretty decent. Rafferty, we're going to have to actually maybe tweak his instructions because he doesn't have the pace to get up and down the wing as frequently and as efficiently as Liam Bennett did. But certainly I expect Rafferty to be rock solid at right back for us this year throughout the course of the whole season. And hopefully we can get a good start to the league campaign here. I'm actually not going to put any of this in, so shut your face, Jez. Here's Ruben Rodriguez for Oxford. Never mind, Zeno's across. Oh, I thought that was actually going to make it. Never mind. Nurse and Brophy into Cousins. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. A yellow card for Will Goodwin here. He could very well have seen red. The first highlight of the game sees them pick up a yellow card that could very easily have been an entirely game-changing start to proceedings here. We could have a game-changing start to proceedings if I could have just found half a yard to get a shot away with Mr. Grieve there. Not quite able to do so. 25 minutes in. Actually, a quiet start to the game so far, if I'm completely honest. No chances to speak of at this stage. Nothing for either goalkeeper to do. Jack Stevens still our number one. We've adjusted the squad numbers, as you might well have wanted me to do. I don't tend to do that in my saves, but live chat were adamant I needed to change the squad numbers. So I have done. So hopefully you guys agree with the majority of the squad numbers that we've changed. Brophy's touch there is terrible, but we will find George Nurse on the overlap here. And I've got options still to try and get this ball forward and into a goal-scoring position. Grieve is there, but Moore's read that very well, and that's been the nature of this opening first half here. Bugger all's happening, lads. That probably still won't make it in either. Ruben Rodriguez with a smart turn and a nice through ball that thankfully Zach Jules deals with. Rafferty forward to Brown, debutante to our second debutante for Luke Berry. Hit Brophy's arm there, and the referee did eventually pick up on it. Well done. She's given a free kick, and Oxford will throw this into the mix. No, they won't. They're going to play it short. Brannigan to Long and into Thornley. It's been a slow game so far. I think quite literally 0 shots on goal in the opening 37 minutes. So not really much to bring to you so far. Maciel will turn inside here. We get an interception on that. And now the break might be on. Grieve was sensational when he came in at the end of last season. If he can start this one the way that he ended the last one, we'll be in a very good position. He's getting forward here now, our new number 9. But unfortunately, I can't find him with the ball from Marcus Brown. And we'll have to go again. Fucking hell. There will be a highlight at some point I can use for a YouTube video. JW, thank you for the 6th month subscribed. Not the 6 months subscribed. He subscribed for 6 months in advance. My guy, could we get a love heart spam in chat for JW, please? Thank you, mate. That's very good of you. Here's to you, pal. I haven't tried UFL yet, no. Yep, no chances so far. Good. It's Thornley now for Oxford. Into Steve Seddon. He did spend some time at Cambridge on loan in real life. Spent most of it injured. And when he did play, he wasn't spectacular. So hopefully we can isolate him as a bit of a weak link here for them. Rafferty will look to deliver. And it's a great ball too. And Grieve is there. As we tick over into stoppage time, the mullet does it again. Rafferty on debut with a wonderful cross to pick out the man in the middle. Our new number 9 leading the line and giving us a 1-0 advantage here. It's the first shot of the game. Keeper Kane got nowhere near it. And we lead at the Kassam. I don't know what the keepers do. It's a great header, though. Brilliant tuck away. What a signing Griever's turning out to be so far. Up the yellows. Even though we're in white and they're in yellow today. Mullet Man. Grant Holt. That's the name I haven't heard for a fucking long time. Grant Holt vibes. Bloody hell. Nodge hero. Absolutely, JW. Because we're on PC, and I can add you in at any stage. So if you did want to join the Patreon and join the save, then you are more than welcome to it, and we can add you in immediately. Checking out the VIP tier right now. My guy. That's very good of you, man. George Thomas is our cam at the moment. Yes, Cringyvin, you need to update it. You need to update the live editor since the 2 patches this week. Rafferty forward to Brown. Through that gap. Nicely, Luke Berry. And here's Rafferty again. And he's around the corner again. And he stood it up beautifully. Thomas with the header. Cousins will win that. And unfortunately, it won't fly towards goal. Rafferty is a winning player. He knows how to get out of this division. Because he just did it with Portsmouth. And hopefully, he can guide us to doing it ourselves this season. Maciel is forward here for them. Zach Jules drawn out of position to try and deal with it. We're forcing Oxford backwards. And George Thomas should intercept that and has done very well to do so. Strong challenge from Ruben Rodriguez. Fair challenge from Ruben Rodriguez. They're making changes, but we will have ourselves a 1-0 lead at the present moment in time. Recently relegated Huddersfield have just gone down 1-0 to Northampton. It's just popped up in the top corner. And at the moment, we are in prime position to get ourselves 3 points on opening day. The attempt to try and get to the Championship at the second attempt. Looks like he might well be starting well. Can Nurse provide an assist from the other fullback position? Maybe! Thomas can't quite get there. JW, thank you so much for joining the Patreon, mate. If you could drop me a message on Patreon with your Twitch username, just to, obviously I know it, but just to confirm it, your Twitch username, when your renewal is, if you were going to join the Patreon, you really should have subscribed 6 months in advance, because I would have gifted you that sub for the amount of time that you were at the VIP team. But thank you, mate. If you could drop me a message with your, just to confirm your Twitch username, so I have all the information in the same place in my Patreon messages, and then leave your comment on the post with your player details, we can get you added in at the end of this episode. But thank you, mate. Very good of you. Let me make a note on my whiteboard here. Patreon JW. And let me add your VIP badge immediately, because that's something I definitely can do right now. What a don. I can't thank you guys enough for the way you've supported this VIP Big One project. It's made such a massive difference. It really has. If you refresh JW, you will be a VIP. Do we make a change? I tell you what. Let's give Dodds a game. And Brown can play at Cam. So Dodds is going to come in on the right hand side. Let's give Diabate a debut as well for Zeno. And a little bit later on, we'll give Cleary a debut as well. Zeno Fires the ball across to Brown. Gets it under control. Might be slightly mistaken. I think Marcus Brown was at Oxford last year and has been released and is now beating them back on his old stomping ground. Made a couple of changes. Dodds has come on, the youngster, who we're trying to get a loan move for, to be fair. But if he can get some first-team football for us, then that is certainly going to help his growth whilst he's still at the club. And he's made an impact here, hasn't he? Very much so. Grieve has Brown, who's now moved into a cam spot for us. Played in, but unfortunately not to be. 25 minutes to go. Might have been Cleary on for his debut in a moment as well. Diabate's also come on at centre-back to make his debut too. Everybody's getting the opportunity to make their first-team appearance today. Dodds over the top. Rafferty forward. He really is a man who knows how to get out of this division, isn't he? Looking for Berry through the gap. Berry! Oh, can't quite squeeze it to Grieve. Otherwise, surely we'd have been in for two. 20 minutes to go. Very, very nearly doubling our advantage. Could even move Bez to Cam, to be fair. And then maybe sign a different centre mid. But the squad depth is fine at the minute. Give me that, William Dodds. Thornley's overrun it. And Brown will look for Grieve through the middle. And here comes Luke Berry. Back in a Cambridge United shirt. Not scored the goal. Huddersfield have turned it around against Northampton. They were 1-0 down. It's now 2-1 to the Terriers. We don't have, of course, Danny Andrew to be our set-piece wizard this season in the starting lineup. Anyway, I don't know as we have a go-to set-piece player. But hopefully we'll still be able to challenge with set pieces this season. Dodds is going to deliver this and we'll have another corner here. In fact, it's going to be a free kick for handball off Steve Seddon. Tell you what, let's do the change and bring Cleary on because he's absolutely massive. I'd be tempted to do Bez for Digby at the minute, but I will leave it for the time being. We'll try and get a second goal here if we can. Berry is our go-to free kick taker. Does he have decent free kick stats? Not really. Brown has better, but Berry is less likely to win a header in the middle. So Bez will deliver. Is he going to get an assist back at the club? Not like that, he's not. Diabate nods it down. George Nurse into the middle and away by Brown. Looking for that second, putting the pressure on. It won't come at the minute. It doesn't have to, though. Still with a 1-0 lead. Is Jack Stevens going to start the season with yet another clean sheet? Maybe not if they get this counter-attack sorted. But they won't because Rafferty's nailed him. Yayo into Edwards. Dinked in. Goodwin brings it down and volleys it towards goal and volleys it a long way wide. Well up, Cleary. That's what we expect of him this season. Be that physical battering ram up top. It's kind of the new Gassan, isn't he, really? But with a bit more pace. He's an absolute brute. He's so stocky in game. It's huge. Heavy touch. Brown wins it back. We won't rush it. We don't need to. Berry to Brown. Forward to Dodds, who's in behind. Pace is his key stat, Dodds. Balance, apparently not. Falling over and flailing with his arms and legs all over the floor like you've turned a turtle upside down. As we're in the 92nd minute now, we are moments away from sealing victory away from home on the opening day of the League One season. And indeed, we have just done exactly that. Cambridge 1, Oxford 0. The title charge begins with 3 points. Oh, he's not rapid, Kieran. It's still like 72 or something, but it's still his best option. Just do that 45 more times. Okay, I'll do so. There you go. Joe's left his comment on the thing as well. Bosch, our hero. Bourne has gone to Wrexham. I imagine we're paying all of his bloody wages, aren't we? I don't know how to tell, actually. I do need a sub-keeper now, yes. And depending on what happens with Jack Stevens throughout the rest of the month, determines which sub-keeper we get. So where were we with finances? It was just the youth facilities was the last one we did, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, youth facilities 15,000. So that's that one. We've already done the player transfers, obviously. So travel costs to Oxford and upwards. Travel costs £16,000. Shirt sales 270. Christ. Player wages 63. And shirt sales 33. Making loads from shirt sales this year. Christ. 700 grand already. What makes sure the training plan's okay. Confirmation that the young goalkeeper is going to go out on loan to Wrexham, which means we currently only have one goalkeeper at the club, that being Jack Stevens. Roman Bourne is going out for 12 months. I imagine we're paying 100% of his wages. Of course we are. So he's going to go out on loan. And at the minute, Jack Stevens is the only goalkeeper at the club. However, we will look to sign a free agent alternative. But who that alternative is depends on what happens to Jack Stevens. If we get bids for Jack Stevens, that's an unrealistic bid, we shall turn that down. If we get a bid for Jack Stevens that we end up having to accept because it's a realistic thing to do, then we have goalkeepers like Matt Macy or Adam Davies to go for. If we only need a backup, then Jordan Archer will be my go-to. Even though he's lower rated, it would mean that we could justify starting Jack Stevens, and we're more likely to get a realistic contract decided with Jordan Archer than we are Davies or Macy. So we're putting our faith in Jack Stevens. Hopefully that faith is repaid by him actually staying at the club. But that all depends on who comes in for him, doesn't it? True HP, but for the storyline, let's just leave it as is for now. Next match day is Bristol Rovers at home. They've got a regen Christensen at left back and Moyano on the left-hand side, their midfield as well. John Marcus up top, Scott Sinclair still on the right and Rossiter still through the middle. This one we will be simming. And hopefully at the Cloudara Abbey Stadium, we'll get 3 points. We only get the one. Marcus Brown with his first goal for the club and Grieve with another. 2 in 2 for Mr. Mullet Man. But at the moment, only 1 win in 2 for us as a club. Exeter next, a loan bid. Okay, let me just get a quick print screen of that because I need to feed that back because Sparring DK reported something similar himself to the devs earlier today, and I need to do the same. And then a bid for Rose. Now, this is where we will now just accept the loan deal from anyone to get those youth players the first team football that they need. Moving forward, it's Exeter in the cup. me just report that in Discord before I forget. Training plan. So these guys don't need to be fit, do they? It's the players on the bench that need to be fit. And fit they are. Good. Now, Morense have come in for Liam Lee. It is my intention for him to replace George Thomas and Elias Kachunga as one of the two cams at the club. Hopefully, he will grow very well out on loan. We limit the growth of first-team squad players, but those youth players that are out on loan, I can't do anything about limiting their growth. So they grow by whatever they grow by when they're out on loan. And hopefully, we can keep everyone else growing according to our rules of the save. Pre-match report here against Exeter City in the Cup. Greasley, a Patreon player, does make it into the starting lineup on this occasion, so well done. Rankin on the right-hand side, Scott up top through the middle. Might be Kedwin Scott, actually, that. We're going to play the rotated 11. Lee now will leave us, though, won't he? And Rose as well, so we're going to have to fill those spots for the rotation side. Are we through in the Carabao Cup? No, we're out on pens. Oh, no, I'm heartbroken. Not to worry, never mind. Back to the league, then. There is some tickets. Was it 82,000 pounds. Stadium maintenance, £3,000. Shirt sales, £33,000. Wages, £63,000. Stadium maintenance. Match tickets, £64,000. Unbelievable. Hefe, here we go. Oh no! Anyway, Jeremy Clarkson vibes. Rose is going to go to Amoribieta. Merci beaucoup. And Lee is going to go to Morense. Merci beaucoup. Should probably say gracias and obrigado, shouldn't I? Never mind. MK Dons have made a bid for Dylan Dodds. Now, I would like to send him out on loan, not permanently. We have ambitions for Dylan Dodds in this squad. So, MK Dons, we will reject that. He's feeling really good. He doesn't want to be on the bench for Charlton. He will be on the bench for Charlton, but obviously it is our ambition to loan him out this season, as we've previously mentioned. He is loan listed. MK Dons wouldn't start him either, so I believe I'm quite well within my rights to reject that bid from MK Dons. It's Charlton away next. They've made some changes to their starting lineup. Charlton in real life have actually signed Will Mannion, the goalkeeper from Cambridge. We sold Will Mannion in this save, whilst he was still a Cambridge United player, but Charlton have actually bought him from Cambridge, so he leaves the club anyway, so maybe we preemptively predicted that. Charlton playing a 5 at the back. We will play the side that won the game in the league Although Jules is not quite... Oh, yes. Okay, note to self, make sure you keep on top of your playing squad. Good. Well, we won't be making many subs in this one, so the starting 11's going to have to do the business. Lots of micromanagement. Just can't quite keep on top of all of it all the time, evidently. Oh, Ben? Berry. Nice sharp turn. George Thomas. Use the left back. We won't use the left back. Watson intercepts. Alfie May. Into Watson. Nice ball into Payne. Little ball roll. He's gotten past Zach Jules. He's still going. Jack Stevens in the way. It might fall free. It did fall free, but they still weren't able to turn it home. Well, certainly more action in the first half against Charlton here than we saw against Oxford. It took till the 45th minute for anything to happen in that game. It was 4.5 minutes when the first action happened in this one. Marcus Brown looking to break away here. Got Berry in support, who I was looking for, who I don't find. And Charlton will build again. Consider that stopped. Well in, Jordan Cousins. And into Luke Berry. And Greaves making a run. It's deflected well. Support is arriving. Looking for Bez. Turns really nicely. Brophy. Oh, the player of the season last year can't turn it home. Well in, Zeno. We might still have the opportunity. Brove's involved again. Here comes Nurse on the overlap. Lovely ball. Oh, not such a good cross. But a corner nonetheless. Brophy to deliver. We find Grieve in the middle. It's Berry underneath it. It's Maynard, the keeper, that comes. Edge of the box. Zach Jules. No. Luke Berry from there. Potentially. Not. Oh, piss. Oh, I tell you what. Not piss. Well done, Zach Jules. Berry's there again. Where do I go? Out wide is the answer. Rafferty. Oh, Berry's made a great run through the gap. How's that for positive forward running? And Grieve. And Grieve still. Oh, and Cousins. Nope, not yet. This is end to end, isn't it? Christ. Well in, Braves. Well, that's poor from them. Cousins is being rock solid in the middle so far. He's one of the players I didn't think would actually last that long in the first team, but he's been superb so far this season. Small, looking to get the better of Rafferty, which he will not do. Or will he? Maybe. Excellent challenge. Rafferty. No, love that. Absolutely superb. That's the quality we bought. And Berry spins to get that to Brown. And Grieve is there in support. Never mind, there's Dobson. Oh, it's terrible, terrible, terrible from the Charlton backline. George Thomas racing away. Quite non-existent in the first game, if I'm honest, against Oxford United. But George Thomas leading that number 10 cam roll fight for the time being in the battle with a number of other players in the squad. And now has his name on the score sheet as well. We lead away from home at the Valley, but Charlton have gifted us that one. Brown. Berry again. He loves to get forward, Luke Berry. It's what he used to do at Cambridge when he was last here. And Thomas can't double the advantage. Luke Berry has added such quality to his midfield already. It's what we expected of him, but to see it actually deliver as well is really rewarding. Jordan Cousins looking for an opening goal of the season. Potential candidate. Was on the list last year. Unfortunately for him, he went to Adam May, rather understandably. Berry with the header. Maynard with the save. Bez is on fire so far this season. Brown will deliver this one from out wide, and Berry could be underneath it again. He is! He's hit the post! Zeno can't keep it in play. To change my set-piece takers, because I really don't want Berry in the middle on the end of headers all the time. Oh, what a ball. Nurse. Cousins. We extend the advantage. Oh, don't forget the ball. Joe, well done. Cool. It's a lovely ball down wide to Watson. Gillespie. And Watson. Well in. George Nurse. Forward we come. Ambrose is arriving. And George Thomas is still with me here. No, I was supposed to go for half time. Yes, all four of the transfer listed players have now been sold. Joe. They are Gonzo, Okadina, Lancaster, May, and Simps. Payne. Watson. Gets the better of George Nurse. Can he find a cross? No, but he's found a teammate nonetheless. Alfie May. And Leeburn. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear. How have you missed the target from there, mate? Head in hands indeed. Thomas caught on it. They started to press there, Charlton. It worked. Fraser, lovely ball through the gap. Mays in. Zach Jules across to get to him. Brilliant defensive work. Pace of Zach Jules and Diabate are going to be crucial at the back for us this season. And Zeno's physicality is going to be just as vital. That's a lovely turn, though. Oh, he's absolutely sold us. He's done us the dummy. Payne pulls Charlton back level. Expect a little slotted through ball, and he's just decided, you know what? No. I want to take it on myself, thank you. Buried it in the top corner. Charlton level. Yes, Rotherham came down in this save, I believe. I look forward to their careers with great interest. Oh, hang on. Oof. I thought someone had cancelled something on me for tomorrow and my heart raced a little bit. Nice throw by Nurse, actually, to loft it over the Charlton man. Berry, great ball. And Brown takes it in his... Not really in his stride, actually, as it happens. Taiwadoon off the bench for them. Fraser. And Leeburn. And Small through the gap. Nothing small about him. It's Fraser now. Mellian Bears. That is really poor from Jordan Cousins. That was just a driven ball to feet. and he's completely messed it up. It very nearly cost us everything. Alfie May fires it well over the top of the bar. Opportunistic chance for Charlton. Actually, it wasn't well over the top of the bar. That wasn't far away at all. Jordan Cousins has got to be better in the past than that. Those sorts of mistakes could be the difference between promotion and not promotion, let alone promotion and playoffs. We've only played 2 games, Finley, so I've no idea at the minute, mate. Berry and Brown. Didn't quite get the turn in I was after. Not really any change will make. From Gillespie, can't get there. Dobson. Oh, nice little reverse ball. And Payne, their goal scorer, looking to cause us more pain, and might well do so. Forces the corner off George Nurse. Digby on for Luke Berry here is a change for us. Hopefully adds a little bit of fresh defensive solidarity in the midfield as Charlton very much look to try and win this. And Zeno's trying to get rid of it. Thankfully, Stevens pounces on it. Less than 20 to go now. Still level here at the Valley. And really am ruining, not managing my squad properly enough, because I could really do with some options off the bench here to try and help us force the issue and get back in front. At the minute, it is still 1-1. And those 11 that started are all but one still going. Will in Digby. Digby. I don't know why I said boy. That's what we brought Digger off the bench to do. Get stuck in. He has done exactly that. He did it very well last season and is doing the same this. Well in, Digger. Just finished season 2. We came 7th in League One. Nice one, mid. Just outside the playoffs, unfortunately. Let's tell you what we're doing. And Dobson. And out to Watson. Well in, George Nurse. Doesn't come away with the ball, though. It's just wave and wave after red attack at the minute. Has been for the entirety of this second half, really. It's all Charlton. It's just a case of can we hold on. Tayo Wadoon slots in. Ethan just come off the bench for them. Adoon with a turn. We were ready for that. Digby can't keep it under control though. Dobson finds May. May! Over the bar again. This time on his left foot. Cousins out to Rafferty. Bit of space here for Brown. Grieve is getting forward. Drill it looking for him. And support's arriving. Jordan Cousins! Shouldn't have gone for the first timer. Had the space there to bring it down. Get a control. Find the back of the net. That, in the 90th minute, should have been 2-1 Cambridge. Loose from everybody there. Dobson turns. Digby wins it back. Need the support from behind though. Cousins out wide. Quickly looking for Grieve. Found well. Lift it. Looking for Brophy. Found well. Round the corner looking for Nurse. Found well. Oh, ran off the pitch. Okay, good. That'll be a 1-1 draw against Charlton then. They had certainly chances to win it. We absolutely had chances to win it as well. The chance to win it in the last moment. But unfortunately, Jordan Cousins missed the target. And it's a 1-1 draw only against Charlton. 1 win and 2 draws thus far in our attempt to get out of this division. We're still in the playoffs. Up next, Salford. Keep tabs on the finances. We've got £6 prize money. Whoa. Oh my god. Cool. Any sort of promotion is fine this season, Joe. Any sort of promotion is fine. Ah, Gareth has just responded. That's handy. You love to see it. And the youngster going out on loan. Ibrahim Rose to Amorebieta. I presume a Spanish, but I don't know. Liam Lee outline to Mariense. Let's adjust that in here then. Liam Lee and Roman Bourne and Ibrahim Rose, all red. 25, 50, 50. Does mean that the rotation squad is running low on numbers, but it is what it is, isn't it? Is not a problem. Matchday against recently promoted Salford, who've actually started the season quite well. They got 4 points from the first 3 games. We only have 5, so Salford will be in the top half for sure. 5 back for them. This is one we will be simulating and playing them later in the season. Still, that first team will hopefully do us proud. But it doesn't. Despite just edging the possession, having twice as many chances, Salford City get a win at the Abbey Stadium. They have started the season strongly. Now stronger than us. We lose at home. Down to 12th. Long way to go. Don't panic yet. Leighton Orient on the way. '83 and '82. This game against Orient comes midweek. Oh, the Salford game was midweek. Fucking Nora. I mean, Archer's the same rating, Ben, so it's not going to make any difference. It's the rating that makes the difference in the played games, in the Sims games, sorry. Joao Felix has gone to Roma, which is an intriguing one. We'll, of course, have the full season or full opening window round up at the end of the episode. 4 back for Leyton Orient, 4-2-3-1 for them. We are having some fatigue concerns because the fixture list is so busy right now, but thankfully we have the squad to deal with it. Diabate will go in. We'll take Cousins out for Digby. Thomas, in fact, Soleil can go at cam, and Dodds can go and start on the right-hand side. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a result here away from home with a decent performance. Yes, indeed we do. Soleil gets a goal after 9 minutes. Berry on the score sheet, and Grieve bags again. Back to winning ways for the U's. We'll be honest, 'tis a little bit of a relief that, after the dodgy result at home against Salford, I started to worry a little bit that maybe things weren't going to go all our way this season. We're back up to 7th, level on points with those in the playoffs, and it's Reading next. Adam Clarkson out on loan. Yeah, the plan is to have Diabate starting, but we're not going to just jump to it. Zeno got most improved player of the year last year, so I'm not just going to rush him out the starting lineup. Wages. 3. Sells 31. Dodds might actually get a decent amount of football this year, you know. I might keep Dodds at the club. Or do we sign another winger? Do I loan Dodds and sign another winger? Or do we keep Dodds and play him a bit? As many as you possibly can, JW. Might I recommend the Abbey? You can give us some game time. Am I happy to give him some game time? I don't have the depth to loan him at the minute, but the plan would be to then sign someone else to make up for that depth. But you're right. Quite happy to keep him. Take him off the loan list. Job on loan to Racing de Ferrol. Job loan, but I'm still paying all his fucking wages. Thankfully, wage budget isn't a concern, so I don't have to worry about that in a minute. But if wage budget is if wage budget is tight at some point, then we will look to make sure that we negotiate those ourselves to get better wage demands. Roles. Time for played game number 3 then. Sam Smith and Harvey Nibbs both get the start on this occasion against us. They're in 17th though, Reading. A points deduction last time around saw them down in the lower reaches of the league, but this time they started the same as everybody else on 0. They've not started that well, but they still have the quality of player in the squad to make the difference here, so we cannot take them lightly. Our starting 11 kind of picks itself at the minute. Grieve is scoring regularly enough to keep Cleary out for now. Maybe Soleil for Brophy. Brophy's not been as electric at the beginning of this season as he was last year. Maybe we give Diabate a go for Zach Jules. But outside of that, I think I'm quite happy with everything at the moment. We are running slightly low on players at the minute with all of the loanees going out. But, Jesus, Morrow has pace of 19 right now. 16 acceleration, 21 sprint speed. Oh, dear. So we won't be loaning anyone else out. With live chat, we've decided that we're going to give Dodds some first-team football this year and see what growth we can get out of him. So we may well be looking to make more signings in January. We will be looking to sign another goalkeeper on deadline day. And for the time being, we need to prove that we're a good team to come to by going and beating Reading if we can. I don't think we're going to do it, Relentless. Good idea, though, certainly. Stadium of Light is a great stadium to go to, yeah, if you can do, JW. I'm sure grounds like that you'll be able to walk straight into. Wouldn't have any trouble getting tickets. I don't think Sunderland sell out every week. Aziz looking to cut through the middle. Imsy and Smith link up well, as they always used to do, but given away. Zeno forward to Brown. Here comes Rafferty. He might not have electric pace, but I haven't found him wanting for it at the moment, actually, to be fair. Thomas. No, sorry, Berry to Thomas. Getting away. And Brown. Great ball. Oh! Soleil! And Benge deflects it behind for a corner. What could have been. What still could be. What is? George Thomas with the header. Cambridge 1, Reading 0. We do get the goal. Not great goalkeeping. Caught out by a textbook header down into the ground. Through the keeper's legs. And into the back of the net. We don't have much of a physical presence in the middle from set pieces at the minute. But George Thomas has done very well there. It wasn't through the keeper's legs. Button has just made a howler. We are in front. Vamos. Yeah, I can well imagine it's pretty boring. Daniel. In the wet. Oof. Flew in with Grieve, couldn't quite get there. Here's Aziz. Nurse intercepts. There was some in the live chat earlier saying that George Thomas had been non-existent in that cam roll. He has answered his critics so far with 2 goals in the last 2 played games. One against Charlton, one against Reading. Not exactly lesser opponents either. 2 good goals against 2 good teams. Linden and Mola into Valencia. And Aziz. Given away. Jordan Cousins intercepts nicely. George Thomas involved again. Looking for Grieve. He's got Brown on the overlap. We might be in for a second here. Brown has got a lot of work to do from here. And he might actually just do it. Wriggles his way free and Button makes the save. I don't quite know how he managed to make it past the defender, but make it past him he did. Put a bit more on this corner. Go a bit deeper and try and get those big boys involved. Zeno's up. Oh, Yadom wins the header against Nurse and the keeper gathers. Could have been 2. Perhaps should have been 2. Nipsey caught on it. Really with many options there though. Brown takes that in his stride very well. Not got many options here. We'll try and cut this back if we can. Oh, that's not gone according to plan. We've still got possession though. Thomas and Bez looking for Grieve around the outside. Grieve in the box. Well blocked by Mbenge. Cambridge corner. We'll try again. Berry delivers. And it's Grieve underneath. And it's over the bar. Huh. Was it you? Was it Meow? Chislett can wait. That's funny, that. Rafferty into Brown. Great take. Nice Thomas. Not much room there. Works what little room he did have well. Berry closed down quickly, but he's turned really nicely too. And we'll look for Grieve into the channel. Grieve again! Button again. He's definitely made up for the mistake that gifted us the opening goal, hasn't he? With 2 very good stops from 2 very good efforts. We could have been well and truly gone and out of sight in this fixture so far, but their goalkeeper is keeping them in it. How many times did we say that about Jack Stevens last season? Starting to see why Reading are where they are in the division though. They just concede too many chances. Like the League One Man United right now. Well in, Bears. There he does very well. Thomas and Cousins. And Soleil. Grieve looking to get in behind. Stretch those legs. Under control well. Thomas looking to beat his man. Can't do it. Half time. Goodbye, etc. Stressful, Yates. Very stressful and not very sleep-filled. Nah, that's fair enough, Meow. I appreciate the humbleness. Thomas has proven you wrong, hasn't he? It's a sign of good character when one is willing to acknowledge one's own mistakes. Rafferty and Brown. That was late and pretty nasty by the Reading man. Valencia could be in trouble here. The referee did pull it back. And it is indeed a straight red card for Ava Valencia. Gone. In the 48th minute, Reading a goal and a man down. And rightly so. You don't get any easier decisions than that. Very straightforward. It was pretty comfortable for the referee. No decision to be made there. Diabate will get this out wide here to Nurse. Into Grieve. Can we compound the misery with scoring a second very quickly? No. Now watch them play like prime Barcelona and win 3-1. Yedom. Smith. Sam Smith against his former team. In the box. Turns well. And Aziz. Smith in the way almost. Aziz still going. Zeno. Corner Reading. 53rd minute. Aziz going off now as they look to adjust for that red card. Papo coming on. I presume they're adjusting for the red card, and it's not just a like-for-like change, although him being number 9 is surprising. Here he is, Papo! Wow. He's up top with a hell of a haircut, but he can't find the target. Oh, he did find the target. It came off Diabate. Play continues. Here he is again, Papo. He's done well. He's found Nibsy. Little back heel. Lewis Wing. Papo again. Oh, what a turn. Papo! This time he does fire wide. Fucking Carlos Valderrama up top. I don't know who Higuita is off the top of my head. Legendary cut. Berry. And into Rafferty well. And Brown. And Grieve. And Brown. Didn't quite play the ball quickly enough. That was poor from me. Good Cleary on for Grieve. Brofs. And Digger. Oof. Ping-horrific, that. So sure about Zeno's first touch, mind. Cousins and Nurse. Soleil needs to make the run. She elected not to do. Cousins just keeps it away from Sam Smith. Nice ball out to Brown. We'll use the support of Rafferty, who eventually gets it under control, and we'll find Brown again. I see Soleil at the back post. Can we with a big cross? Pick him out in the middle. No. Oh, they've missed that though. We'll try again. Brown beats his man for a second time. And this time can he find a teammate? No. Okay. Diabate. Diabate! That would have been goal of the season. He's missed just the flight with there, Diabate. And now we might be caught out for pace with Rafferty and Harvey Nibbs. Rafferty's there. What a hero. He's been so good, Rafferty. Liam Bennett, who? Nurse. Nice. Cousins. And Soleil. Oh, free kick for handball is what it is. Oh, the Scorpion kick keeper. Okay, I know who you mean now. Hayden, thank you for the subscription on YouTube, mate. Free kick, 30 metres out. Soleil apparently has better stats in all areas for free kicks. So we'll give Soleil the free kick here. And you never know. Maybe there's a goal of the season coming up. Alternatively, not. But, you know, worth a go. Cleary. Oh, given away. That's poor. It's really poor from Reading. Thomas will look for Brophy again. Brophy's got a lot of runners here, but I want to give the ball away unnecessarily. Let's take our time. It's still only one. Learn from our mistakes against Plymouth. Not Plymouth, Portsmouth. Soleil with a delivery. Plenty in the middle. Can Berry get to that? No. Never mind. That's a 50-50. A strong 50-50. Ooh, little dummy from Yadon nearly caught himself out. Lewis Wing. Looking for an equaliser here. Reading. Nibsy's been moved out wide now onto the left-hand side. Brophy can't quite get to that. Mola over the top. Zeno will win the header. Digby forward. Advantage played. Cleary knocks that out well to Brophy, who's going to look to let the legs go and burn away with some extra pace. He's beaten his man as well. And George Thomas is through the gap. He's buried it beautifully, but it won't count. Lifting it over the onrushing keeper. The pass not quite timed to as perfect a moment as it need be. Oh, it's his big old tippy toe and his nose that's offside. That is one of the tightest offside calls you will ever see without the help of VAR. We don't make it 2, but 1 might still be enough. Berry and Brophy. 1 might well still be enough. Can't find Cleary there with that. Dennis Walker. Digby steps in well. Thomas taking his time. Soleil's out wide. Cleary's a player I want to try and utilise his physicality with. So get these balls in the box for Cleary to use his height and strength. Try to chest it down there. Can we get him on the ball on the floor? No is the answer. Thankfully, don't need to. Not necessarily firing on all cylinders in that one. Although the keeper did make some very good saves in the first half, to be fair. And we could have been 2 or 3 goals away by half-time before the red card even came. Reading with a couple of chances through Papot that they weren't able to take. And it will be defeat for them. And 3 points for the U's here in the last game of the month of August on transfer deadline day itself. See the biggest moves of the day. Soloy moving to Leeds, Astavranch to Watford, and Junya Ito to, or Junya Ito, not sure how to pronounce that to be completely honest, to Valencia from Stade de Reims, I think that is, in France. We do need a backup goalkeeper now, although I will wait until the very last moment to bring someone in, just in case someone comes in for Jack Stevens and we need to go for someone slightly better. But at the moment, Jordan Archer is the likely arrival at the club. Let's sort with finances out and then we'll do transfer deadline day. Show ourselves 31, yeah. Just stadium maintenance and match tickets. £2,000. Transfer deadline day underway then. A move in, or from League 2 to League 1. Bobby Poynton comes up from Bradford to Northampton here. Giorgio Scalvini, however, has made the biggest move of the day now. Bernd Leno's moved to Lazio. Intriguing move there. But for nearly 40 million, Scalvini moves to Dortmund. Diakite moves to Nottingham Forest. Ben Yedder to Tottenham is an intriguing one at 34 years of age. Fatawu to Juventus. David Hansko to Real Sociedad. Some big moves on deadline day, and they're coming in quite thick and fast, aren't they? But nothing with regards Cambridge United yet. I am surprised that we haven't had anyone come in and show any interest whatsoever in Jack Stevens. Antonio Silva now moves to Leipzig from Benfica here. Oosh, that's a big one. Nicolo Barella, with 4 hours to go, to Arsenal for £85 million. Joins the Premier League. And, well, that is going to be it. Broja to Mönchengladbach on loan. Carney Chukwuemeka to Augsburg on loan. Ademola Lookman from Atalanta to Atletico Madrid. But we will be signing Jordan Archer on a free to add to the squad depth and give ourselves a second goalkeeper because, let's be honest, one just isn't enough, is it? I don't know, actually, it's a good point, but oh well. The game being the game. 2-year deal. Right, Archer is in. Yeah, I am going to. 65. Is it Jordan Archer? Is it Jordan Archer? 31. £2,000. It is Jordan Archer, yeah. Jordan Archer is in for £2,000 a week. A deal done. We have a second goalkeeper now again. He's not 66, he's 65. Meaning we will remove Davies and Macy from the list. Wonder actually if I'd be able to. Oh, it's too late now. I'm out of the transfer window. I wonder if I could loan Kellen Watts. As transfer deadline day comes to a close, we are currently sat 5th in the table after the first 6 games of the season. Blackpool, Charlton, Peterborough and Huddersfield all unbeaten thus far, and we are the best of the rest of those that have actually lost the games so far this season. Charlton, having drawn with us, didn't actually look that impressive, but find themselves in second thus far. We'll give you a full transfer window roundup of everything that's happened to this point in the window. Also show you what happened in the Euros as well, because I'm sure you'd be intrigued to... Jesus Christ. I'm sure you'd be intrigued to find out what was going on there, and we'll also give you a rundown of everybody who has been in the Patreon at the moment, see if there's been any moves on that front. Pedri to Inter Milan for £146.7 million is the biggest deal of the transfer window all told. Darwin Nunez to Real Madrid for 85.2 as well is one that I certainly wouldn't have seen coming. Joao Felix we saw, Joao Cancelo we didn't. Andy Robertson to Napoli, Liverpool making a lot of money. John Stones used to not blink in his photos apparently, £54.9 million for him. Schlotterbeck moves within Germany from Borussia to Bayer. Joao Neves to Atletico Madrid, one of the biggest young talents in Europe. Fratesi to Newcastle, Bentancur, Napoli, Pellegrini, Barcelona, Marcos Llorente to Manchester United, Santiago Jimenez to Marseille, David Hansko we saw, Silva we saw, Di Lorenzo replaces Joao Cancelo at Manchester City, Scalvini and Lookman we saw, Lariente goes to Atalanta, Anthony moves, leaving Manchester United to go to Monaco for 37 million. What a waste of money that was for Manchester United over the years. They're Stupinian to Sociedad. Richarlison to Juventus is an intriguing one. Mazraoui leaves Bayern München to go to Atletico Madrid. Lukaku to Dortmund. Todibo Frankfurt. Casemiro to Spurs is one I certainly would have expected. Zubeldia to Brighton. Mendes to Union Berlin. Gutierrez to Crystal Palace. That's a good signing for them, actually. Joe Willock to Atalanta. Lewis Ferguson. Certainly not a name I expected to see being moved around for 30+ million pounds. Zeva Schlager, Conor Gallagher to Leipzig. Fatawu, we saw Carlos Augusto was a good player for us in the Union Berlin save. We very much enjoyed using him there. Arnau Martinez to PSG is no surprise. Milenkovic to Mönchengladbach, Getrauda to Napoli. Nonto leaves Leeds to go to Monaco. Fekir to Galatasaray. Cucurella to Aston Villa. Fabio Vieira, Real Sociedad. Plojek's a player we used as well in a previous save. Mukiele to Nice. David Neres, blast from the past, even though he's still only 27. Malik Tillman to Freiburg is an intriguing one. Certainly a player we might even think about using at some point in this save. And Yoro, the young 18-year-old moving from Lille, going to Villarreal. So the finances are all in place. In fact, we've not advanced anywhere, have we? We've just done transfer deadline day. So the squad looks like that. We have currently 6 players out on loan. We've made 8 signings in this transfer window. We still have £1.48 million in the transfer budget should we wish to spend that in January, with £12,500 available in the wage budget. So there is absolutely improvements that can be made to that squad. We just need to know whether we want to make improvements to that squad or whether we wait until the end of the season and the next summer window, because we look like this squad is going to get us up. If it does, then a number of those that are in their last year of their contract, probably like Stevens, definitely Andrew, definitely Morrow. Grimmer will probably just be one and done. Jordan Cousins would probably move on. Digby maybe as well. Soleil for sure. Brophy for sure. Kachunga for sure. George Thomas is having a good start to the season and looking to fight for a spot next year, depending on whether we go up or not. But it's going to be a big overhaul every single window, I believe. And AGF come in for Jack Stevens the day after the transfer window closes, as Braunschweig come in for Jordan Cousins. We'll be rejecting both of those, thank you. I will go and sort the Patreon spreadsheet out, and then I'll show you who's moved where there. But for now, that's all for all of the actual Cambridge United content. Actually, let me show you quickly, because I said I would. The Euros doesn't make for good reading for England fans, that's for sure. It's gone now. Good. All right, great. Well, I did show it earlier on in the stream, so maybe I'll try and bring that back up from the stream footage if I can. Basically, England, Portugal, Italy and France in a group, and England finished 3rd, so didn't go well for England. They were out, and it was Spain over Belgium by 3-2 in the final. It's annoying, because it was there earlier, and for some reason it removes it. Well done, game. Okay, let me go and sort this Patreon spreadsheet out, and I'll see you in a moment. Fucking game. Stupid fucking thing. Let me move this over here. Have we seen any changes that we haven't already done? We'll remove Curtis. Still Fubbles Vi. Still Exeter, right? Yeah. Timbers. Oh, Matthew Davison. Matthew Davison, where are you, sir? Right mid. Matthew Davison, free agent to the Freiburg first team. SC Freiburg. Not Zwei. Unfortunately for us. Brandon Bennett. Yeah. Draper Grimsby. Brennan Simmons. Oh, David to Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce SK. Cameron Crew. Oh, Ethan Unwaneri has gone to Austria Vienna. That's intriguing. Everyone here still at the club they started at, I believe. Or the club they were at the beginning of the window. Anyway. Yes, and then we'll add Gareth and JW in for the next episode. Oh, Christ. Oh, no, not what I want to do. That one. Some moves for the Patreon players in this window. 3 signed for Cosenza, intriguingly. Michael Sillo, Andrew Tyrrell and Jaden Corker find themselves at Cosenza. So 2 goalkeepers and a left back for the Italians. Freiburg, the main team, signing Matthew Davison to join Dallas Greenleaf, who's in the second string side at Freiburg. Cameron's gone to Mirandes. David Simpson's gone to Fenerbahce. Jordan Barlow has joined him in Turkey at Karagümrük. And then the other change is Joe to Mansfield from the free agents. At present, everyone else is where they were. No loan spells for anyone at this stage either. Gareth, I think, has now given me his player details, so I need to add him in. I've got JW to add in as well. And then I think we are done at the moment for all of the Patreon players as we stand right now. As ever, if you want to see your details in closer proximity, then do come and join me on stream and I can show you your stats in closer detail. But for now, that's where everyone is at the moment. All in the early 60s or very late 50s at present. And hopefully, those of you that are involved in the English divisions will come up against you throughout the course of this save. But for now, that is definitely all for episode 2 of season 2. We're in the playoffs. We don't have good memories of the playoffs. Let's try and get ourselves into the top 2 by the end of the season. I'll see you next time. Right, Ches, hit end record, not end stream. Well done, mate. Look at me go. RTG S2 2. Right, let's create JW, shall we? And Gareth. Let me just double check my messages. Patreon. Joe you left your comment, didn't you? Let me refresh that. Refresh this so we can see your comment. In the background. Get keyboard ASMR at the moment. So Gareth hasn't given me his details, his player details yet. but we do have Joe. So let's do that. Let's get Sophie for up. Who have we not done? I'm gonna need the second page here, I think. Wei Cheng we did yesterday. Finmore we did. Nambrath we did. Fan Jin Ming we did. Daniel Kelly. Have we done Daniel Kelly? Let's have a look. We have, oh, 2 Daniel Kellys. That one? Oh, that one. That one. Oh, he's got a face now. Sorry, Daniel. How about Perlman then? No. Okay, good. This is going well. Mac Hanya. There we go. Right, we will create Joe. Do forgive me, I do need to go to the toilet quickly because I am busting. But I shall be back in uno momento. We shall make Joe, and then we should have everybody up to scratch, I think. You can absolutely ask for a second position if you want, Mike, for sure. Let me know when I come back and I'll update it. BRB. Yeah, the secondary positions are mainly there just for show, unfortunately, because yeah, lel. Joe is going to be a right back and right mid. Ding, ding, ding. Where is the right mid there? Getting with 26. Potential of 92. 4-star, 4-star. Presumably right-footed on that side of the pitch. Yep. We'll go medium work rates, I think, with for right back and right mid. Let's go with what it is. USA. Oh, helps if you type in the thing, doesn't it, Chaz? USA. Just save what we've done so far. Attributes. We're right back and right mid, so we should keep up with the power curve, obviously. Yeah, I should make that 60. So, club Hull. Transfer player to all. 24-month deal for a nice transfer. Appearance. Oh, April 2nd. Thank you, Joe. It doesn't matter for anything other than... It's weird that it already had April on there. Doesn't matter for anything other than aesthetic. 6 foot. Have you got a weight, Joe, that I can add? Brown eyes. What am I doing? Brown beard. A big dark brown afro. Oh wow. £170. Bosh. And a dark brown, just a brown beard, medium brown. 12 maybe. Oh yeah, I don't need it in kilos. I've got it shows both. Don't worry. And then generate mini face. I mean, it's not really a beard, and it's not. I honestly don't know what the afro numbers are, to be honest. Let's try 34. What's a 34 beard? It's not really much of a beard either, is it? 75. That is also not a beard. 47. Get there eventually. It's not medium brown, mate, that is it? Oh, similar to Willian hair. Oh Christ. I don't. Well, actually, what I could do, I could just look at Willian and then copy his hair number, couldn't I? Well, he's 47. Are you okay with that beard or nah? Two, 4. There you go. -1 equals no clause, -1. Thanks for that, Mike. Well fucking spotted. That's the first time we've come across that. Because all this extra stuff helps fund my career, yeah, yeet. People are paying to be on the Patreon to be part of the save. Which helps fund my career. It does take a lot of time. But only the live editor toon. Not with any other mods at present. Plus the normal game is shit. Yeah, that too. There you go. And then let's add you to the spreadsheet. Joe's on the list. Le Bosch. Oh, you mean with the realistic RTG spreadsheets, etc.? Why not? It's a bit of fun. I love Football Manager, and Football Manager is more in depth than that. It adds a little bit of uniqueness to the content as well, rather than just being the same sort of video that everyone else makes. It makes the save more unique, so people would watch this rather than something else, or watch this as well as something else, rather than just watch the something else. Effectively. Are there any more finances things that we needed to do? Yes. In fact, let me get as far as. Oh no, I'll do that first, and then I'll get as far as the other one. Right. Youth facilities 20k. Higher wages £65,000. Shirt sales £28,000. Oh, sorry, it was Nolan that wanted the secondary position, was it? My bad. Nolan, what secondary position were you after, mate? Left wing back and left mid. There you go. I just saw it. Nolan Ross. Left wing back and left mid. Le Bosch, consider it done. That's not a problem, mate. It's not a problem, my friend. Right, I was going to advance as far as that Reading game. How far away is that? Not the Reading game, the Shrewsbury game. Oh, it's a full week. Okay. So everybody should go back to full fitness, right? Oh, hang on, that's the wrong team. Le Bosch. Of course I can, Danny. Everyone's going to be fit, aren't they? Even GT? Yeah. Not that any sort of sharpness is going to make Morrow usable at all. Oh, monthly scout reports, hello. Oh. Oh. That's something we'd not factored in. Well, that would give Cleary some extra football, won't it? If Greaves not going to fucking be here. Nothing else added, okay. Danny. What position are you, Mr. Brooks? Or sort like that. Brooks, Danny Brooks, 63 rated, mate. Look at your fucking face. Oh, you can't look at your fucking face because my fucking face is in the way. Look at your fucking face. Actually, let me just do this instead. Look at your fucking face. You big bushy bird. So Spice, thank you for the 12th month, mate. Appreciate it, dude. My dumbass forgot to do this earlier. You don't need to. I need to say so. Congratulations on the 1 year badge as well, my dude. And Daniel, thank you for the follow, Tuna. Daniel, want to have a look at Everton's start to the season, which we can indeed do. I do need to make sure I get that video we just recorded edited. Oh, so even though we edited the league table, it's still relegated Burnley. You're still in the Premier League, Daniel. It's still in the Premier League. So it didn't actually relegate Burnley, despite me editing the points tally. It still registered Burnley as the ones that got relegated. Fair enough. Yeah, might need cheat engine for that. That's fair. What's happening there? Jesus Christ. Jesus Cristo. Your message up before you start. Joe needs alterations to his player. Skin tone is much darker than that. Could be changed. Oh no, of course it can. When you mentioned that you had a, when you said brown afro, I did wonder whether you were of a different complexion, but I didn't want to ask the question. We could try African 1 maybe. On a scale of 1 to 10, give me a number, JW. Let me open Vegas as well. How dark a skin tone are we talking, Joe? Looks perfect. Oh, banging. There you go. Le Bosch. Le Bouche. We'll have a look at those youth prospects as well once we've edited this. Hazard, indeed. I am looking for... not that anymore. I don't need you anymore. Cancel. Save. Buy. What do we call that episode? Great start to the season. Or... no, deadline day. Deadline day arrival. I mean clickbaity. Angry Chef. Thank you for the tier 1 sub for the 3rd month, mate. It's very good of you. Cheers, pal. That's one thing I didn't do is get a fucking thumbnail for the F1 video. That's annoying. Guess I could just get any picture of a Hassett.
Welcome back to the second episode
really.
of the second season here in
JP,
the
thank you for following
Road to Glory with Cambridge United.
Oh no, I started again, didn't I?
Right.
Take 2.
Welcome to episode 2 of season 2. And out here in the lower leagues. Hopefully our points tally will change here, because we don't want to be sat on 0 after this one, do we?
I've not played UFL yet, no. I may well try some.
Only now for Oxford. We're a fresh team. It took a team appearance today. Planning on play, he wasn't spectacular, so
The beat might well have ended for it as well.
Him as a bit of a weak link here for them. Rafferty will look to deliver, and it's a great ball too, and Grieve is there! Yellers! Even though we're in white and they're in yellow today. Rafferty. What's the brand? Acting well. Renew. Rafferty.
Oh, it was over the weekend only, was it?
Player. He knows how to get out of this division, because he just did it with Portsmouth.
I prefer each of them for different reasons.
To doing it ourselves this season. Maciel is forward here for them. Zach Jules.
They both scratch a different itch. It's probably the best way to phrase it.
We're forcing Oxford backwards.
We're running F124 on controller, but now moved to a direct drive wheel, but still struggling with pace.
Challenge from Rodriguez. Fair challenge.
Setups certainly can be improved, either just by doing your own research or with Sim Racing Centre. Forgive the plug. In terms of pace, I'd say find a setup that suits you, and then just practice. Ultimately. It's more of an alpha than a beta, isn't it, really?
They're making changes, but we will have ourselves a 1-0 lead at the present moment in time. Recently relegated Huddersfield have just gone down 1-0 to Northampton. It's just popped up in the top corner. And at the moment, we are in prime position to get ourselves 3 points on opening day. The attempt to try and get to the championship at the second attempt looks like he might well be starting well. Can Nurse provide an assist from the other fullback position? Maybe! Thomas can't quite get there. Zeno fires the ball across the Brown. Ball across the Brown. I'd be trying to get a loan move for, to be fair, but if he can get some first-team football for us, then that is certainly going to help his growth.
There you go, King.
He's
Got the
still at
spreadsheet
the
for
club,
yourself.
and he's made an impact here, hasn't he? Very much so. Grieve has Brown, who's now moved into a cam spot for us. Played in, but unfortunately not to be. 25 minutes to go. Might have been Cleary on for his debut in a moment as well. Diabate's also come on at centre-back to make his debut too. Surely we'd have been in for 2. 20 minutes to go. Very, very nearly doubling our advantage. More Thornley run it, and Brown will look for Grieve through the middle. And here comes Luke this season. Dodds is going to deliver the course. Danny Andrew to be our set-piece wizard this season in the starting lineup anyway. And here comes Luke Berry back in a Cambridge United shirt. Not scored the goal. Huddersfield have turned it around against Northampton. They were 1-0 down. It's now 2-1.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what my favourite save that I've ever done is, to be completely honest.
There are
so many of them now.
Away, but 1-0 lead. Yet another clean sheet. Heavy touch. Brown wins it back. We won't rush it. Heavy touch. Brown. Odds. Balance apparently not. Little charge begins with 3 points. Confirmation that the goalkeeper is given. Confirmation that the young goalkeeper is going to go out on loan to Wrexham, which means we currently only have one goalkeeper at the club, that being Jack Stevens. Roman Bourne is going out for 12 months. Imagine we're paying 100% of his wages. Of course we are. So he's going to go out on loan. And at the minute, Jack Stevens is the only goalkeeper at the club. How to that alternative in, we have... It would mean that we could justify starting Jack Stevens, and we're more likely to get a realistic contract decided with Jordan Archer than we are him actually staying at the club. But that all depends on who comes in for him, doesn't it? Next match day's Bristol Rovers at Guyana with 2 missed 1 a lone bid. Moving forward, it's Exeter in the cup. Now Morense have come in for Liam.
Hopefully those youngsters grow quite well. I don't imagine they'll have grown yet. Hello, Elite. How are you, mate?
Replace George Thomas. Do anything about Liam? No, we're out on pens. Oh no, I'm heartbroken. Not to worry, never mind. Back to the league then. MK Dons have made a bid for Dylan Dodds. Now, I would like to send him out on loan. MK Dons have made yes. In this save, we will play the side that won the game in the league. Although Jules is not quite. Very sharp turn. It's a little bit. He's still going. Jack Stevens in the way.
Yeah,
it might fall free. It did fall free, but they still weren't able to turn it home. Well, certainly more action in the first half against Charlton here than we saw against Oxford. It took till the 45th
just
minute
the F1 content,
in that game.
Just
it was
the F1
4.5
content.
minutes when the first action happened in this one. Marcus Brown looking to break away here. Got Berry in support, who I was looking for, who I don't find. And Charlton will build again. Consider that stopped. Well in Jordan Cousins. Nicely, Brophy. Oh, the player of the season. Still. Oh, and Cousins. Nope. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible from the Charlton. Oh, it's terrible from the Charlton backline. George Thomas racing away.
Whenever I get that,
in the first game, if I'm honest,
whenever I get asked that question,
but Charlton have gifted us that one.
What my favourite save is, my instinct is always to go, "And what's your favourite save, chat?" But everyone just goes, FIFA 17 Everton or FIFA 18 Southampton or FIFA 20 Leeds, and that's kind of it, really.
Berry again. He loves to get forward, Luke Berry. And Thomas, such quality to his midfield already. Luke Berry has added such quality. Luke Berry is... Brown. Berry again. He loves... Bez is on fire so far this season. Brown will deliver this one from out wide, and Berry could be underneath it again. He is! He's hit the post! Zeno can't keep it in play. Again, he is! He's hit the post! Zeno can't keep it in play. And it worked. Fraser, lovely ball through the gap. Caught on it. He's at the top of the bus. In. Zach Jules across to get to him. Brilliant defence. Diabate are going to be... And Diabate, pace of Zach Jules. Oh, he's absolutely sold us. He's done. Buried it in the top corner.
1-1.
Partner level.
FIFA 15 Cambridge RTG. Cambridge on FM 16. Christ, I was still living at home then. Is that Rory McCauley? Rory McCauley. That's too much of a Cambridge throwback. Rory McCauley. Fucking what's his face? Rory something, wasn't it? My brain's died. The FIFA 15 Cambridge RTG was the Rory Gaffney, thank you.
Great ball. And Brown takes it in his...
Rory Gaffney,
not really in his stride, actually, as it happens. How we're doing, off the bench for them.
FIFA 16 Liverpool 2-player career mode with Kiz, yeah. That was good fun, to be fair.
Nice little reverse ball. And Payne, their goal scorer. Oh, nice reverse ball. Defend the... Hopefully adds a little bit of fresh... defensive solidarity in the midfield as Charlton very much look to try and win this. And Zeno's trying to get rid of it. Thankfully, Stevens pounces on it. Less than 20 to go now. Cousins out to Raf. Cousins out. See a bit of space here. I think Jordan Cousins! Minute. Should have been 2-1 Cambridge. Cousins out. Cousins out quickly looking around. Absolutely had chances. Absolutely. This division was still in the playoffs. Up next, Salford. Recently promoted Salford. Get Leighton Orient on the way. Joao Felix.
What we need to do. We need to add Joe. We need to add Joe to the end slate, don't we, as well?
We'll of course have the full season.
FIFA 19 Sunderland was good fun, you know. I did enjoy that save actually, Joe. You're right.
4 Leighton Orient, 4-2-3-1. All our way this season. We're back up to 7th, level on points with those in the playoffs, and it's Reading next. Time for played game 3 then. Sam's time for played game 3 then.
Cut out, Jude.
Sam's here. Out. And the keeper. Time for. Fuck's sake.
Make sure we get Joe on the end slate of this one. Come on. Oh. So when you're trying to move something by like 1 pixel and you accidentally move 2, it's so annoying. That'll fucking do. Duplicate layer. Are there any teams in the EFL I'd refuse to do a save with? Peterborough. The end.
Played game kind of picks itself at the moment. We are running slightly low on players at the minute with all of the loanees going out, but Jesus, Morrow has pace of 19 right now, 16 acceleration, 21 sprint speed. Oh dear. So we won't be letting anyone else out. With live chat, we've decided that we're going to give Dodds some first team football this year.
Joe, that's very good of you. Thank you very much for
beating Reading if we can.
Paying forward the subscription that we gifted to you via the Patreon, and it's gone to Billy. Welcome, Billy. Now, Tez, you're from Peterborough. We all have our faults, Chef. We all have our faults. Can't all be perfect, can we?
Obviously, Smith link up well as they always do, but given away. Here comes Rafferty. Might not have electric moment, actually, to be fair. Thomas. No, sorry, Berry to Thomas. Getting away. And Brown. Great ball. Oh, Celine. The back of the net. We don't have much of a physical presence in the middle from set pieces at the minute.
So in a Peterborough career mode, you can only sign ex-Cambridge players.
Has done very well there. It wasn't through the keeper's legs. Button has just made a howler.
That'll be funny, that. What team? There isn't a team in the Prem I'd refuse to do a save with. Peterborough, the only team that I wouldn't manage.
Oof. Flew in with Grieve, couldn't quite get there. Here's Aziz. Nurse intercepts. There was some in the live chat earlier saying that George Thomas had been non-existent. Oof. Given away. Jordan Cousins intercepts nicely. Here, Brown has got a lot of work to do from here. And against Nurse, and the keeper gathers. Could have been 2. Perhaps should have been 2. And we'll look for Grieve. Thomas. Not much room there. That's Thomas. Not much room there. Definitely made up for the mistake that gifted us the opening goal, hasn't he? With 2 very good stops from 2 very good efforts.
It's very kind of you, Joe. I appreciate that, mate. It's very good of you. You don't have to.
Being well and truly gone and out of sight.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind signing ex-Peterborough players. If they're going to improve my Cambridge team, then they're going to improve my Cambridge team. But
in this fixture so far, but their goalkeeper is keeping them in it. How many times did we say that about Jack Stevens?
Oh, nice one, Tonga. GG, dude.
Last season.
We've not done a Bournemouth save. No, they're not necessarily a big enough club, really, for me to justify doing a save with. I know
they just concede too many chances.
Docs is there at the minute, or was.
League One Man United right now.
But
that was late.
Docs has
pretty nasty.
Docs has more of a cult following than I do.
Lewis.
Like the sort of content that Docs makes and the following he has, it doesn't matter who he's managing, he still gets great views. Or good enough views. Whereas it still matters what side I play with.
Let's see. Brown. That was late.
We would also all
Pretty
need
nasty
earplugs if we're doing a Bournemouth
by the
save,
Reading
yeah.
man. Although him being number 9 is surprising. Here he... What a turn, Papo! This time he does fire wide. Okay, Diabate. Diabate! He eventually gets it under control, and we'll find Brown again. I see Soleil at the back post. Coming with a big cross. Pick him up. That would have been goal of the season. No swing. From out. Take it 2, but 1 might still be enough. Dennis Walker. Digby steps in well. Dennis Walker. Digby steps in. There is a bit down there. Can we get him on the ball on the floor? No. It will be defeats for them and Uniata. But at the moment, Jordan Archer is the likely arrival at the club. Deadline day underway then. Transfer deadline day underway then. United adds to the squad depth and give ourselves a second goalkeeper because, let's be honest, 1 just isn't enough, is it? Jordan Archer is in for £2,000 a week. Jordan Archer for the best. Jordan Archer is in.
The worst ground I've ever attended. Do you mean with Cambridge or just
£2,000 a week
in general?
Deal done. We have a second goalkeeper now again. He's not 66, he's 65. This transfer day comes to a phones. Yeah, for some reason it removes it. Well done, game. Okay, let me go and sort this picture on spreadsheet out, and I'll see you in a moment. Some moves for the Patreon player. Some moves for the Patreon. And we're in the get ourselves into the top 2 by the end of the season. I'll see you next time.
If Stoke is the worst ground you've been to, you've not been to a lot of grounds. Stokes would be one of the best grounds I've been to with Cambridge if we went. Shortly, Daniel, yes. By 6, I'd imagine. The worst ground I've been to with Cambridge. I mean, if it counts. I don't know whether it counts. It wasn't really a stadium. Lincoln United in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. Was that? It's possibly the worst ground I've been to with Cambridge. In terms of current football league clubs, I'd say Barrow's ground is probably the worst that I've been to. Holker Street, that's it. It's a non-league stadium. It's probably the kindest way of phrasing anything about it. That's the away end. Well, that was the away end. That's where we always were. And for a league game, for a night cup game once, we were here. But most of the time at Barrow, we were over here on the away stand, the away steps. Did any grounds surprise me when I've gone there for the first time? Be that good or bad? recall ever walking in and being like, oh, this is quite nice. Pride Park was bigger than I expected. I don't know why. 30 plus thousand. For some reason, I thought Derby had like a 20,000 seat stadium. Honestly, there have been so many grounds over the years. I can't remember, and they were all so long ago. Because I haven't been to many games in the past 7 or 8 years or so.
1, Oxford 0. The title charge begins with 3 points. Confirmation that the young goalkeeper is going to go out on loan to Wrexham, which means we currently only have one goalkeeper at the club. That being Jack Stevens. Roman Bourne is going out for 12 months. Imagine we're paying 100% of his wages. Of course we are. So he's going to go out on loan. Win and 2. Cousins out wide. Quickly looking for Grieve. Found well. Lift it. Looking for Brophy. Found well. Round the corner looking for Nurse. Found well. Oh, ran off the pitch. Okay, good. That'll be a 1-1 draw against Charlton then. They had of August on Cherry to use his height and strength. Try to chest it down there. Can we get him on the ball on the floor? No is the answer. Thankfully, don't need to. Not necessarily firing on all cylinders in that one. Although the keeper did make some very good saves in the first half, to be fair, and we could have been 2 or 3 goals away by half-time before the red card even came. Reading with a couple of chances through Papo that they weren't able to take, and it will be defeats for them.
Let's set that to Rendo. The most high-profile ground I've been to with Cambridge would be St James's Park. Newcastle. And no, Davidenki, that's us done recording-wise for today. Oh, I do want to have a look at those 2 Youth Scout reports, though. How much was the Pedri deal? I'll include that in the title of the episode. Just for clickbait, effectively. $184.1. What? What? No worries, Daniel. See you on Friday, mate. The biggest ground I've been to with Cambridge is well, no, Wembley, I guess. Like club ground, Newcastle, but Wembley for playoff finals. So I guess, yeah, Wembley with Cambridge is the biggest ground we've been to in terms of ground size. But club ground would be Newcastle. Biggest ground I've been to in terms of club size or reputation, all told, would be the Nou Camp. Fucking 12 years ago. Christ. I am old, chat. New Wembley. I never got the chance to go to Old Wembley, unfortunately. There was some in there.
Lindsay, 5'9", left back. Okay. Shot power and long shots actually might not be that bad longer term if we put the right thing on him. Doesn't really need the acceleration to go up, that's the only thing. There's no way to do all the defensive stats without his acceleration going up. Hook it. And then Walker, 5'9". Why are the centre-backs? Centre-back, left-back, centre-mid, right-back. Alright, Shane, chill, mate. Can't play fucking everywhere, pal. He is, however, shite, so we will release him. 6'5", Will George. He's fucking massive. How are the youngsters doing out on loan, actually? Have they grown yet? Because they tend to just rock it, don't they? Sometimes. Bourne is up 1 to 57. I think he was already like that when he left us. We had any other growth, actually? Oh, Vegas is up 3 to 56. There you go. Getting there. 61 finish. He's still pretty shit, though. Joe has gifted a sub to the channel. It's gone to Josh. Thank you, mate. You've been right outside Wembley Stadium when you've gone to Wembley Arena, but not inside yet. Over 15 times to Wembley. Twice with Cambridge. Twice with Chelsea. 3 times with Chelsea? Twice with Chelsea. Twice with Cambridge. Twice with Chelsea, I think. Maybe 3 times with Chelsea. And 4 times with England, maybe? Nothing more saddening than flying over for the 2014 FA Cup final. Sad. Cleary's not grown. Alex Greaves up 1. But now peaked, intriguingly. Okay. McConnell's up 1, out on loan. Rose is up 2, out on loan. That's good. Jesus, Clarkson's up 7. Oh no, is that that's with the position change, isn't it? No, it's not. 65 rated. Holy shit. He's flown. 85 dribbling. Hello, sir. He's rocketed. He's got shit finishing, so he's not a cam. His crossing's only 59 as well. He's not very quick. He's definitely not a left back. Fucking Nora. Okay. Right. We have a Brophy replacement in-house. Safe to say. We're not going to need to buy another winger. That's faux show right now. I'm going to need another fucking left back though, because Danny Andrew is shite right now. Still got good free kicks though. Go on, Danny lad. Can't believe how much he's rocketed. That's insane. Ball control, curve, dribbling, all are sensational. Get his passing and his crossing up, both long and short. It will be in your notifications, Billy. If you check your notifications, it will tell you who gifted you it. I'd be tempted to recall him in January. Rose looks like he's better than 60 rated as well. 65 short passing, 69 curve, 70 dribbling, 73 ball control, 68 long shots.
Looks better than 60 rated, doesn't he? Shame Liam Lee's not grown yet, because I was kind of hoping he'd be the one to rocket. He's not rocketing. You reckon Rose is a cam? With 54 finishing? Yeah, maybe. 6'2" though, so you kind of want to utilise that physicality a bit more central, wouldn't? A bit more in the middle, if you know what I mean. A bit deeper. Because Liam Lee's definitely not a centre mid. I can't believe Clarkson. Physically, he's not great, but wow. Yeah, he's centre mid. His defensive stats don't work for a centre mid with the game's coding, but he's definitely a better than 60 rated player, isn't he? For sure. Ibrahim Rose and Adam Clarkson, I think, might come back in January and be part of the squad. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think Clarkson could be a centre mid. He had like, well, he could, but his defensive stats were only in the 40s, so I don't think he'd actually be that good. Or that highly rated anyway. But with ball control, curve, dribbling, with high dribbling and good agility and balance, you'd want him out wide, really, I think. He could be a centre mid, but I think he'd be better used out wide. Because if I... What development plans? Do all the passing. So if I did wide playmaker on him, his passing stats would all shoot up. Crossing, short passing. Long passing wouldn't go up, unfortunately. I could do that one. Wide midfielder, maybe. Well, his dribbling doesn't really need to go up anymore, does it? Could do wide midfielder or wide playmaker on him. Either or. And he'd grow really well, continually. Adam Clarkson is going to be part of this save moving forward. Hands down, 100%. Right, I think that is us for today. Just double check there's no more. Well, we've done Joe. Put that in Patreon pledges. Skip ads there on YouTube. Right. I am not live tomorrow because I'm in Manchester, but I am live again Friday. We might be live slightly later on Friday, and we will probably have to record. We will have to record Friday's episode of this save on Friday. Won't be live at 11 AM on Friday. Might be 12 or 1, but we will be live Friday for, of course, Creator Series at Qatar in the evening, and then we will probably have to record an episode of this as well. Just the goalkeeper Archer, SAFC. Your last race is Qatar, not Abu Dhabi, Ryan. That's weird. I've not noticed anyone else mention that. Did you accidentally do a 16 race season rather than a full 24, perhaps? It could be a reason behind it. Anyway, that's finishing rendering. That's got 40 seconds left on it. Let's just quickly make a thumbnail for that, and then I can set that to upload, and then go and help that. Go and help Nat with La Baba. Episode 2. let me make that. I don't know why I put the lowercase in the first place. File, export. I don't know what to use as a thumbnail for this one. See anything? Change. I need to message Chris as well. What would you use for a thumbnail for deadline day? Where you don't actually really sign anyone. Transfer deadline day. Images. Yeah, that'll do it. It was easy enough. Just going to use this. I'll show you in a sec. Provided it fits and works all right. Anyway. Let's see. Does this work? Are you going to work, mate? I think so. Nearly. Move you that way a bit. That'll do. Le Bosch. Right. I'm going to set that to upload, and then that will be me done. Might as well do that off camera. There's no point in you watching me just do admin that you can't see. You do the 24 race calendar. That is weird then, Ryan. I haven't seen anyone else report that, though. That's strange. Right. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. No. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy all of your Thursday. I will see you on Friday. You're 60, Joe, at the minute. 60 in save. Reese turns up and we go offline again. 2 days in a row. You're flying, Reese. Hi and bye. We'll be live again on Friday for probably an episode of this, and definitely create a series in Qatar. And then live all day Saturday with more of this and no, F1 I think Saturday. We'll start with the Monaco Grand Prix on Saturday. Then we'll have the Celeros sponsored Strum. If you'll be kind enough to join me for that on Saturday afternoon, I'd appreciate it. That's all from me today. Thank you, Joe, for joining Patreon. Thank you, all of you, for your support, for your subs, for your gifted subs, for your follows, for your advert-watching eyes, and just in general, your support on the content. I appreciate it very much. Let's send you on a raid, shall we? Where can we send you? Where can we send you? Who else is live right now? Let's send you to fucking Pingu, mate. Pingu's been kind enough to raid us a couple of times before. He's currently doing some GTA RP. So head on over and join Pingu. He's been a supporter of the content before, and I don't think I've ever raided him. So let's return the favour, shall we? Go and join Pingu for some GTA RP, and I will see you on Friday for some more of this and some Formula 1, F2, actually, Creator Series, won't it be? Right, cheers, boys and girls. I will see you later. Bye.